Hello and welcome back, all you wonderful Tubi Dicers. I'm your host, Tarzan82855 on all social media platforms. With me is the wonderful cast and crew of Tubi Dice Adventures. Da da da.
Fanfare.
Sorry for taking a week off. Several cast members were not feeling well, and to include myself. We needed a resty. We needed a rest break. Hope you guys didn't miss us too much. But to get us back on track, let's go ahead and start rolling out the cast introduction, starting off with Ego.
Hello, I'm Ren. You can find me at Maskren. I'm playing Ego, a Twi'lek scoundrel who is currently trapped underground
On an evil planet.
Nothing wrong in his life.
Love it. And to you there, Raleigh Poo.
Listen, it wasn't my fault. All right, I didn't do anything this time. It wasn't my fault. Okay.
Choices.
All right. But hey, what's going on? I'm Oz, also known as Son of a Ghost on all of the interwebs. Yeah, I play Rawl. Apparently the guy who does it all and gets his party in trouble. I provide content, okay? I made you some content. Here you go. And yeah, and he's a Thursian short king who loves to play with grenades, and he loves proving he's the big guy in charge. And well, right now he's very much not feeling in charge.
I feel like Rawl's like the Jake Paul of the Star Wars universe at this point.
Listen,
he just needs to start his own HoloTube channel.
Did you just talk shit about my friend?
Packs a punch.
I mean, he beat Mike Tyson, so I mean,
Let's not talk about that.
listen.
In fact, let's totally pivot.
I wasn't gonna say it, but you brought him up, so I mean.
I just want to point out, Ego's done nothing wrong. Hard factual evidence. Rawl maybe has done thing. All the evidence is circumstantial, but you know what evidence is not circumstantial? I get to play the absolute best pilot in Edge of the Empire, and nobody is gonna tell me otherwise. That's right, none other than Chav, Agent Lancer Visto, the Nothawin pilot, also Ace Gunner. Of Core Atlas.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, man. Ready to try and get the fuck out of these tunnels and back into a cockpit.
We love to see it. That being said, we may be joined by two more cast members later on tonight. They are currently MIA, but hopefully they'll be joining us shortly. In the meantime, let's do a quick little recap of what the party's been up to. They had arrived on Korriban for a mission, for an escort mission, in tandem with the Crypt Chasers, a group of archaeologists that seek out ancient burial sites and whatnot, specializing in Force archaeology, dealing with Sith and Jedi alike. They delve into the tomb of Darth Bane, to which they discover a hidden passageway guarded by Force apparitions known as Tukata, that assaulted the group, primarily targeting Rawl after a specific Force ability was used. Not specific, but after a Force ability was used in their proximity, to which he was brought down miles below the surface of the tombs to a forbidden antechamber, or a blocked off antechamber where a Forbidden Tomb was buried and forgotten long ago. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew tried to recoalesce with one another, resituate themselves, mend their wounds, so on and so forth. And upon making their way back up to the surface to try and escape the planet after encountering a Sith holocron with the last memories of Darth Bane imprinted on it, the leader of the Crypt Chasers, give me one moment, Camden and Floor, I almost forgot my own NPC's names, Camden and Floor presented Darth Bane with the idea of preserving ancient Sith teachings as well as Jedi teachings in an effort to preserve and ensure their longevity. This upset Darth Bane as the thought of somebody trying to preserve knowledge that is best left forgotten. That's not something that flies well with Darth Bane. So he kills Camden, both spiritually and physically. With the party witnessing this encounter, the crew decided it's best to leave the planet. And they begin to pack up their stuff and make their way out. Upon preparations of departing the tomb of Darth Bane, on the exterior of the tomb stood a massive creature known as a Tentarek, a massive exoskeleton monstrosity with spines protruding from its back and arms and long, massive talons, massive teeth. A creature designed to consume anything and everything that is connected to the Force. Ego, not realizing the proximity of this creature, reached out through the Force as well, attracting this creature's attention and caused it to go into a feeding frenzy, rushing towards the tomb of Darth Bane. With some quick reactions, several members made it to the exterior of the tomb before the Tentarek made contact with the tomb and began to pummel at the entryway to try and get inside. In the scuffle, Dr. Bess was unfortunately caught in the proximity of a thermal detonator, which rendered him unconscious and barely clinging to life on the ground outside the tomb. Guy, who managed to make his way outside as well, along with Dove, used their quick reactions to pilot their ships and their powered flight suit to get themselves into a more advantageous position to lay on the onslaught onto this Tentarek to kill it. Upon realizing Dr. Bess's condition, Guy relocated Dr. Bess onto the ship and departed Korriban in search of a nearby military base that has adequate medical facilities. Dove continued to investigate the surface, inquiring into the prime objective of the Crypt Chasers, to find out if they are really working under the behest of the Emperor. Meanwhile, Chav, Rawl, and Ego, accompanied by the surviving members of the Crypt Chasers, made their way deeper into the tomb to try and find an alternate route out instead of spending potentially 2 weeks in the same spot with limited supplies and survival equipment. We last left off with the crew entering into a second chamber with several murals upon the wall depicting the various eras of which this ancient warrior had some kind of influence upon. The most recent one being the most prevalent one, that being the depiction of this warrior's presence on Dathomir, interacting with what could be potentially the earliest forms of the Night Sisters. Where the rest of this journey goes, is to be diced. All right. Let's go ahead and get our luck points for the day out of the way. So if everybody could roll some luck points for me, preferably all dark side.
Attaboy.
Is that a blank?
What?
Would you just do a light side token for?
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I got so excited.
Attaboy.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We got
light though for
4 light sides today. Okay. That's okay. We still got Guy and Dove potentially make up for that. We'll see. We'll continue.
Roll for them so we can start the session, or
It's up to you guys. We can go ahead and roll them now, or wait for them to come in and let them roll.
Chav, you wanna gamble?
Yes, but also no.
You feeling lucky, punk? Do you?
All right, I will roll one if we're all good with that.
All right. Go ahead and roll another one.
Let's do it. Oh,
Yeah, there we go. At least I get one. We got one more.
all right, here we go.
Yay! Perfect.
Why did we have you do it?
I don't know.
That's better.
For the drama effect, I guess. I don't have to have it on screen. I don't know.
At least I got 2 to work with. That's fine. I can work with that. All right. So, we last left off with Rawl currently envisioning himself in the position of this ancient warrior, being lauded upon by these early settlers of Dathomir, potentially the first iteration of Night Sisters, potentially. You suddenly wake up in not in like a frightful state, but like just an alarmed state. You look around as you sit up. Look, you see Chav off to the side, going over his equipment, polishing his blaster pistol. You see the Crypt Chasers tending to their various gear in preparation to continue to move on. And you go to stand up and make your way over to Chav. As you're talking, or as you approach Chav, you begin to get ready or get yourself ready, but you're unable to find your gear, and you're looking around. And you call out to Chav, "Where's my weapons? Where's my stuff?" And none of them seem to be reacting to you. It's as if you're.
I tried to summon my Vibro Axe.
You visualize the same action of trying to summon the blade, and nothing coalesces in your hand. It's just you standing there with your fist clenched, and still nothing.
Hello? That's not supposed to happen.
You turn, look around, and then you look back towards where you were laying down, and you still see your body still there.
Okay. That's cool.
You're still sleeping peacefully. As you go to look back, go ahead and make me a daunting discipline check for me real quick.
A discipline. You want to see if I'll go insane, huh? Okay. I see.
Why can't I ever get any good fucking rolls? I'm gonna have you guys roll difficulties from now on. You always roll you guys always scare the shit out of yourselves.
I don't even have any proficiency. How did I roll 4?
That's insane. As you turn back to look at Chav, you witness a slumped over skeleton of Chav, still holding his blaster pistol, but still decayed in over hundreds of years. You look over at the Crypt Chasers themselves, skeletons laying bare on the floor, on the ground. Ego, off in the corner, contorted fear across his face. All of them seeming to be decayed over an extended period of time. You manage, from your experience, you've been through a lot of visual horror through your training and experience. This doesn't come to a shock to you as much, but it does pique your senses a little bit. And you turn, look around, take stock of everything, and then your vision goes black. You feel weightless in this moment as you continue to look around, trying to find some form of light in this cavernous blackness. But all you hear is just the empty void that surrounds you.
Why do you continue to resist?
Above table, I would think coming into this space, knowing that I know it's an out-of-body experience, I would be trying to focus and center as much of my force self as possible. I don't respond immediately. I'm trying to continue to perceive what's going on around me.
You willingly turn away power, knowledge. That's what I have to offer. Why do you resist?
And in that final question, your vision focuses as he quickly apparates in front of you. This time, clearly, you can see him This tall figure with long black ebony hair, slicked back, gold braidlets or braid rings, and sporadically throughout his hair, these protrusions from the eye, from the face that look almost like horns, but cartilage in their in formation. Spined protrusions from the eyebrows that no facial hair to be seen, but it's where eyebrows would be. These cartilage protrusions form instead of a beard. These tendril-like cartilage protrusions extending down several inches from his jawline. Angular jaw structure, crimson red skin, and these piercing red and blue eyes. Red predominantly, but with slivers of blue streaking through them. He stands.
All I'm getting is a mix between Predator and the people that Spock's people were fighting against.
He stands about 6'4". The clothes he's adorned in is this black hooded cloak. You can see a bulky protrusion around the shoulder area, possibly concealing armor underneath. He extends a hand out from the confines of the cloak, revealing a clawed hand. Nails that stand about an inch in length from the tips, holding out two lightsabers. Black metal with gold filigree. I offer you a gift. Knowledge. Power. And I ask nothing in return. You just have to come get it.
Would doing so tip the scales? Do I owe you a debt?
He cracks a smile, and at this point you can see pronounced fangs. A debt. No. It is I who would be owing a debt to you.
This power resides with you where you are.
Take up my blades, and I will bestow upon you my knowledge and power. And all I ask is you continue to live as you do now. Spread chaos. Live as the will of the Force.
You don't want me to release you.
I don't need to be released. I need you to create chaos.
What do you gain from this? What do you gain from me reaping chaos across the galaxy, and for what purpose should I do this for you?
Do it for yourself. The way I benefit is the way you benefit. You utilize these gifts I give to you, the stronger you become yourself. Just as I will become more stronger with the galaxy in chaos.
Who even are you that you would choose me? Some cast-off brother. Or one half.
I am Ketvar blood. Once part of a sacred bloodline of Force users, known as Sith purebloods. I was outcast by my kind as well. Because I saw the true nature of the Force. Just as you do. All you have to do is make your way past the courtyard that is ahead of you. There's a divergence there, one that will take you to the surface. The other will take you to me.
I need some kind of insight check to this.
Give me a cool check.
All right. Yeah, I'll just give you a straight cool check.
So,
Oh, okay. Nice. The best possible outcome. Fuck me. Okay.
you did good. You don't get a sense that there's any deception coming from him.
I don't want to sense it right now, man. Oh. Okay.
He still puts you on edge. But
Yeah. Yes. Yes, he does.
with the promise of knowledge and power, as long as you take his blades, you get a sense he's being truthful in that sense.
Where can I find you?
At the divergence. Take the path straight ahead. You'll have to fight through a horde of undead.
All right.
Before you reach the courtyard, there's a pit. Before that, if you're not careful, you might lose a part of yourself.
Internally, Rawl is thinking, none of this sounds good. Why would I do this? I need you guys to know what the fuck. But on the table, if you do not hold up the end of your bargain, if your claim falls short, I will find a way to make you pay for it.
All you have to do is find my blades. And as he says that, the two hilts that are in his palms begin to levitate as... Where's my shit? Hey, hilt? Oh, there it is. As the hilts themselves ignite, two crackling red blades. One Shoto blade, one full-length lightsaber. He extends his hands, grabs the Shoto in the reverse grip form, takes the full-length lightsaber, swings it at you, and your vision returns back to your... You're muted, buddy.
I had to express myself, okay? Very well. Rawl's waking up and his thoughts are kind of just like, okay, God of War, here we come.
Ego over there.
This is a moment, a period, a point in time, that precipice, that look before you leap moment. And he is close to something, to being more than his brother. So he's very curious to see where this will lead. As he's waking up, he's just got pins and needles all over, for sure. And he would have seen what he had seen before, Chav going around doing the morning stuff.
Rounds, yeah.
To get like a sense of deja vu as he's kind of woozy getting to his feet.
Looking back to where you're laying to make sure your body's not still there.
Yeah, definitely. Like, okay, it can't happen twice,
a
right?
dream within a dream within a dream.
Like the inception is real. Definitely stumbles forward a bit, hand to cave wall. Senses focus. It's Chav. How we looking?
Well, I'm looking great, but that's me every day. I think that you look like hammered shit, though.
I mean, did anything happen while I was out?
I don't know. I had a weird dream. Somebody was talking to you about using their full length, and I don't know what I'm supposed to take away from that. Like, it was just the weirdest thing. You know, I don't even know why I would be dreaming of that.
Solid.
It was. Why do people play with me?
He will pull out his pack and pull out like things to start making like some coffee or something. And while he's doing that, he is drawing a map in the ground with like I don't know, like a loose rock, and he's kind of giving like a rough map of what his brain had figured what a map would look like. And how all the tunes would connect. And he's trying to see, okay, if I need to go down to find a divergence, it's just ahead, he said. And is the divergence, is it in like an elevator, or is it like a teleportation circle? And then he's trying to think, okay, if it's like an elevator, where in this schematic would it take him to? How far down? And so he's thinking about all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Was he just describing a fork in the proverbial road?
No,
It's
it
like
was
divergence.
It was like an energy place.
He was talking about a fork in the road.
Oh, was it really? Oh,
it's a little literal fork in the road.
well, why would you say divergence? Like
Yeah, that's my bad.
The path diverges in two directions.
Yeah, that's
vocabulary.
That's my bad with the Star Wars lore.
Okay.
There's a divergence in the Force.
If based on the correlation, fine. If the fork in the road is going this way or this way, is it heading towards which tomb? Is where he's probably thinking that.
Your rough estimate would probably put this path either in line with what was the other tombs? Hold on. Dangerous finds. There we go.
We are processing your request on Sith Ancient Forbidden Lore. Please hold.
And you gotta say it in that like demonic voice, Sith Ancient Forbidden Lore, and like a bunch of screamo and metal in the background, you know. Okay, and then please hold.
So it's possible that this tomb, this subterranean pathway would lead you to either the tomb of Naga Sadao or Mark Aragnos. Those two are the northernmost tombs that would be following in line with this path, divergence or fork in the road.
And what do we know about Ragnos?
Mark Aragnos is an uninhabited tomb. That is something that Camden would have told you, because Mark Aragnos was buried on another planet.
That's right.
So this is just mainly a placeholder.
Oh. Okay.
Empty tomb, huh?
There's still possibility of traps and whatnot, but other than that, there's no spiritual presence of Mark Aragnos on to reasonably be worried about.
You know, Tarzan, you could have just said there's no spiritual presence in that tomb, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because that would be actual.
That would have been the actual.
Why'd you have to specify, Tarzan?
Right. So, yeah. We're probably heading that direction, but I won't tell anybody.
I'm not sure who's going to go full murder yet, if it's going to be Ego or Ren.
No, okay. No.
Come on, buddy. We in this together.
actually, yeah. He's gotten yet another weird experience with the Force that he's not quite used to. And the only thing so far that seems to have given him any kind of good feeling about it was when he meditated with Ego. So while the coffee's being made and he's figuring out where exactly they should be going next, what direction, what that could mean, he's gonna look over and see where Ego was for that morning. Not quite sure. Were you sleeping or were you on watch?
Ego was sleeping.
Okay.
Mhm.
What?
Mhm.
You fine?
I mean, you can wake one of us up. I mean, you got eyes. You're observant.
It's fine. I think Ego is probably just in the processes of waking up, which involves right now a cigarette underground. So
Solid. Good choice. Use up the little oxygen we have left.
It's fine.
Yeah. Gonna look over. Gonna give that internal like I don't feelings. I don't want to talk about my feelings. And then throw the rock down, take a sharp swig of the coffee, put it down, and walk over to Ego. Rough night.
every night here is a rough night. Rawl.
I mean, did you have any kind of dreams?
Nothing unusual. Why do you ask?
Well, ever since coming to this place, well, we've been through so much already, and it's barely been. How long we been here?
Too long.
I want to say 3 days. I want to say.
Oh, it's been that long.
Well, hold on. I mean, ritual chamber 61,
I believe
antechamber.
that this is day 3.
Well, I did a large leap. 54 to 61. Where did like 54 to 61 go?
Getting here. That's
Oh, travel time. Duh. So you guys have been here from day 61 to 62. So yeah, only 1 day so far.
Only
approaching
one
your-
day.
Approaching your second day.
That's a big day.
So much has happened already the last 24 hours that I can't even comprehend.
Oh, you're telling me.
And this place, it seems to talk to me. Not sure if it's...
Correction, it's been 2 days, sorry.
Oh.
Got here at morning of 61. It's now night of 62. So 2 days fully. So 48 hours.
Sick.
I'm not sure if it's evil. I'm not sure if it's good. I'm not sure if it's just primal need or want. But something here is somehow alive. Something here wants to be found.
I suspect it's whatever that thing was that, what was his name? Darth Bane?
Right,
Was
the
talking about?
simulacrum, the holocron. Yes.
Yes.
Of Bane. Well, from what they had said, it didn't seem like this all-powerful being was entombed here. It didn't seem like the other tombs were here. It wouldn't make sense to hide all of the holocrons here on this planet, and then the key is right here for everyone for the taking, as long as they go to all the tombs here. That doesn't make sense. There's a whole universe full of places, things that people can hide in.
I will say I think most people have the good sense to not investigate the temples of multiple Sith Lords. And we are an extremely special case. Yeah, we are here. We are here. You said this place talks to you.
You don't
What do
feel
you... I feel things. I feel a lot of things, Roll, but not, I think, in the way that you do. Like I told you, my relationship with the Force, everything I know I learned myself. I don't know much of anything.
That's fair. It's almost like it comes in waves, like it's breathing. It comes when things are still, it seems. I don't know if this being is here in the sense that we think. I think it's more like its will, or its sense of purpose, or sense of being is here. It wants to be used, or at least the blades do. Don't know what it could mean, but there is something powerful here. And if it can be used to protect and endure, I want to see if I can utilize it for that.
Ego takes a long drag and then stubs the cigarette out against the wall. It's, I'm assuming, telling you that it wants to be used for these purposes? Or is that a conclusion you came to on your own?
It wants to be used in unexpected ways to bring about something like change.
Something like change. Raw, I'll be honest, I'm not sure anything on this planet is worth really listening to. I will say, if these Sith Lords are powerful enough that a holocron version of it can kill someone in the here today, I feel like they went through a lot of trouble to keep whatever this is under wraps. And if it's talking to you and saying, oh, please let me out, I can be useful, I don't trust it. I don't trust them. I trust that even less.
Fair. Doesn't really want anything in return.
That's the fucking line. I don't even have to know whatever conversation you had. Nothing in this fucking world, in this life, wants nothing in return. It might just not want it now.
You may have a point. But I will say this. I, who haven't completed my instruction in the Force, with bare minimal effort of setting foot in this place, in this entirety of this entity, is focused on me. If I leave it alone, who's to say some other inexperienced and less conditioned person comes along? At least with you here, you can help balance whatever happens with that. Same with Dove as well.
Oh yeah, Duff can shoot the shit out of you. What do you think I can do?
You have connection with the Force.
Yeah, to like maybe get an edge on a deal, or maybe see what someone is feeling before I talk shit. It's not what you have.
Once you touch the Force, all it takes is a matter of a certain nudge to tap into more. And once you continue to delve, the bigger the wellspring becomes. At least that's what my master told me anyway. I'll have you know, I was nowhere near as skilled as my brother. It took me quite a while for me to get anywhere near his level. I still have a long ways to go. I think with the two of you, you and Dove, you could be my anchors. Keep me tethered to this side.
Fucking hell.
Who knows? Once we get down there, wherever it is, I think I found a way. But once we get down there, and we sense anything amiss, of course, we'll blow it up and leave.
Did you finish that coffee you were making?
There's still half a pot left. Take it
That's
raw.
mine. That is mine. And if you're certain about this, whatever this is, then sure, yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Try.
This has to be what the Emperor was seeking all along. Something like this, whatever this is. I'm sure he probably doesn't know exactly what this is. So old, it feels old. It feels old. but he is gonna keep looking for this if something isn't done. The holocron was one thing, but this thing is still here. Who knows what else?
If we end up unleashing the apocalypse on the galaxy, I am squarely putting my foot in your ass.
Right, well, that's fine. And then I'll put you on my ship, and we'll hightail it to the nearest outer rim planet, and watch the two monsters, namely the Apocalypse and the Emperor, tear each other apart.
Great.
Right. Well, let's work together, shall we?
I'm drinking that fucking coffee first.
The rest of you gather your stuff together. The Crypt Chasers finish packing up their camp for the day in preparation. You have Hondura and Zeke standing idly by with their mining drills ready to act as a defensive line for the rest of the crew. You guys move on, or is there anything else you'd like to discuss amongst yourselves before reversing?
Order of march, first of all. Who's going where?
I don't think the Crypt Chasers will be too enthusiastic about going first, but some of them might be willing to lead the charge to help identify any potential traps.
Ego, don't you have like the best perception?
I do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. You wanna go first? I'll go in front. How about this? I'll go in front of you, actually. 'Cause
Yes, thanks.
I
There we
have
go.
the protection shield, but you gotta be right behind me.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay. Alright, let's
If
do
Ego
that.
was in front, you would move 3 feet every hour.
Okay.
It's valid.
So we got Rawl, Ego. We put in, I'm guessing, Chav, you're taking up rear?
Only after dinner first.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, Chav will anchor. That's probably the best spot for him.
All right, and then the Crypt Chasers in between. All right, you guys make your way further into the tomb. You are led down a stairwell, very similar to the stairwell that you descended prior to entering this antechamber. But after descending for a few minutes, with the Crypt Chasers keeping an eye out for any potential traps, the stairwell levels out, and you come to a threshold that leads into another chamber. As you enter this room, you see a few stairs descending into a larger chamber through which several sharp blades swing at varying intervals. As you watch them sway back and forth, to and fro, you get the same sense that there may be a bit of a pattern. You'll need to step carefully and with precision in order to make it through to the other side of this space unscathed. And you just see a multitude of blades swinging left and right, back and forth, two traversing the length of the chamber itself. This chamber itself spans a good 60 feet with what appears to be 17 blades swinging through the chamber. Currently, in the space that you stand is safe. you're a little you kind of get a little iffy towards the start as the blades do come into the length blades come into the passageway that you're standing in, but they run alongside the walls themselves, leaving you unscathed. But a lot of there's intersecting blades, there's lateral blades swinging through, curving blades. You got you gotta make some careful choices when navigating this chamber. So, what's the plan?
First and foremost, are all of these blades, does it seem like they're just recessed into the wall, or is there like a bunch of mechanisms hanging about? And if so, can I see like if there's a mechanisms hanging around to move all these things? Where's the power source? Can I track to the power source?
Mm-hmm. There does not appear to be any visible switches or sources of power that could potentially halt these pendulums. No.
Okay. Are there any materials on the ground, like any like rebar or anything like that? Any debris, like something oblong I can jam into something, the gears of a mechanism?
Give me a daunting perception check.
Oh, sure. Why not?
I'll let you roll the difficulty because I keep rolling shit.
On. That's 4, right?
Yeah,
You can
it'll
click off this daunting if you want.
Oh, it's fine.
gives you the ratings on the side.
Boom. 1 success, 1 advantage, and a triumph. Let's go.
Okay. You look around the pit for any debris. What catches your eye, though, appears to be the skeletal form of a long past adventurer like you, currently still stuck to one of the blades of the pendulums, holding what appears to be a E11 blaster rifle. He's just swinging back and forth with the blade. Still holding on to that thing.
Am I going to be in danger of any of the other blades? If
Yes.
I am, okay.
This adventure seems to be on the middle lateral pendulum.
There's no point to go for this adventurer. You don't have to dangle this cookie in front of me like that.
I mean, that's an extra piece of gear that you could collect.
I'm good. I got blasters. I'm chill. It looks nice. Okay.
I'll say with that triumph, you do spot on the far side of the chamber, a elevated tile that stands about an inch taller than the rest of the tiles in this chamber.
Chav, oh buddy.
Uh-huh.
Can you come here, please?
Yeah, hang on. And Chev is relieving himself in the corner. And when he finishes, makes his way over, just kind of looks at all the stuff swinging and just goes, all right.
So, you know how you're like the most amazing pilot in the world, right? And you're like most like best crack shot and all that. So could you do us a favor? And you see that tile over there, that one that's kind of like jutting up a little bit, little corners, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Can you shoot it? Maybe.
When you say tile, how big you talking? Like one by one, or is this like Zelda like puzzle room tile that's like big enough for all kinds of shit to show up there?
About a
Are you trying to see if it's a teleportation tile?
it's like a
No, I'm trying to see if like if it's a 1x1 tile, maybe shooting it will do something. If it's like 10x10,
oh yeah, no, it's a 1x1.
okay,
Oh,
Foot by foot, yeah.
okay.
yeah. Could you see if you could shoot that so we can get across this here room?
His Majesty Lord GM, what kind of range would that be?
That's a 60-foot range, so let's call that short distance.
Oh, good. I mean, I can give it a shot.
Yay! Hey.
Ow.
See what you did there.
Let me see what I got. Takes
Tony
a step-
Snake Eyes.
takes a step, pulls out his holdout blaster, and just kind of takes a peek. Short range. Going to build a pool. Alrighty, let's give it a go. Wow.
Oh. Yeah.
That's successful.
Yeah, I think so.
Come on, load. I want to see. How does it take?
Oh,
there it goes.
because it calculated in there using a maneuver for true aim.
Okay, 4 successes, 4 advantages. Nice. All right. You fire off a shot with your blaster pistol. The bolt impacts into the tile itself, depressing it momentarily. And for a moment, you watch as all the blades, their rhythm originally was going relatively quickly, suddenly comes to a slower swing, but it still continues to swing. And then you watch as the tile raises up once more and the pendulums begin to return back to their original rhythm.
Oh, bitch.
About how long does it stay?
You had like 2 seconds. It looks like somebody has to stand on the tile in order for the rhythm to be slower, to remain slower.
Is it fair for me to assume that making one's way through this obstacle course is an agility-based thing?
That would be a reasonable assumption, yes. One
Chaz,
might even
looking
say
like-
acrobatics.
Why can't I just levitate this corpse over there?
Wait, do we have acrobatics?
No.
Athletics, there we go. Oh, I know, agility. Coordination, there we go. Coordination, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Coordination, you say?
I am. You're on your own, pal.
Is
I
there
feel
a
like I
way
am.
I am a tank.
if we use perception to like get the timing to plot the best path through?
Would you like to make a perception check to determine the room?
Yeah,
Go
sure.
ahead. Go ahead and give me that perception check, baby. Make this a hard difficulty.
Oh, I rolled it before.
You're good.
Difficulty.
All right, 2 successes, 6 advantages. Okay. Let's 2 and 3. Okay. You go with that perception check. You get a strong sense of the precise rhythm of the blades as they swing, and you can make your coordination check with 2 boost die.
Could he instead impart those upon somebody else that, like, through verbal communication.
Be proficient in leadership, Ego. You are
You're
not,
muted.
but you do have a proficiency die. Huh.
Oh no, you're still muted in the
Stremirds.
shimmered. There we
Double
go.
muting my life. So if let me see, what is this? I have something in my charm thing that helps with something. Is it this one? A boop. Oh no, that's the recover strain. That's fine.
You do have a proficiency die in there, so I'll say you could give Chav two boost die, as giving him callouts if you want him to do it instead of you.
What's your coordination like, Chavisto?
I have 1 proficiency die and 6 ability die.
Oh Jesus!
But
yeah, maybe you do it.
1 setback die.
Maybe you do it. Maybe you do it.
So, because this kind of sounds to me sort of quick time event. So, His Majesty Lord GM, would it be possible for Chav to shoot the plate before making a dangerous move, like to potentially either lower the difficulty if he successfully shoots it, or more boost die, or whatever the case may be? If I could use combination of Chad's natural agility, shooting the plate that slows the things down, and the wonderful leadership skills of Ego.
It's pretty fucking cool. I like that. Just run and gun. I like that idea. Yeah, we could do that. Give me. So this is gonna be. You're gonna be running and gunning. So. Yeah, go ahead and give me another short-ranged weapon attack.
Okay.
Then follow that up with a coordination check.
Once again, so long as this all works with the action economy, because using a maneuver for perfect aim, or sorry, true aim, not perfect aim, although it seems perfect. But so long as all of that works correctly, just wanted to okay that with you before pushing the button. So
that's perfect.
Hold out blaster at the plate. White shot.
Fucking hell! All right, with 6 successes, yeah, you're like rapid firing. Fucking running and gunning. You're listening to Ego's call outs as you make your way across. Now give me a coordination check.
I have a boost die. What is the difficulty?
You get 2 boost die from Ego, and then a boost die from your own assistance with the blaster pistol.
Beautiful.
And then this will be. Lowers the difficulty from that to. Let's make this a hard difficulty.
Okay.
You're still having to dodge all these pendulums at a slower rate.
Okay. All right. Heart of the dice.
Jesus.
You ready?
All right. Visto, you make it all the way across the entire pit effortlessly as you're letting off these volleys of blaster bolts at the tile to slow down the pendulums at critical moments for yourself, nearly dodging some whiffs thanks to your quick reaction skills, and you make it to the other side.
Is it enough to conveniently grab that E11? Because if it's anything more than convenient, I'm leaving it.
I mean,
I could grab it
Yeah.
on the
That
way
sounds
over.
like no.
yeah.
It sounds like no, and that's fine.
Yeah, you would have had to break your rhythm, and that would have thrown you off a little bit.
No. So that is no problem. Then making it across the pit, Chev Visto will, much like these cooperative games, place his own self firmly upon said tile, probably trying to time it when most of the pendulums are away from the path.
I like it. All right.
Although it
Is
would have been great if I just turned around and was like, all right, guys, come on.
We're all watching this go down, seeing Chav just land on that pad and just like, wow.
So that is killing me. The entire time going through, just like 1, 2,
I'm
3,
impressed,
1, 2,
Mr.
4,
Visto.
1, 2, 5, 6.
I'm impressed, Mr. Visto. That was some good work.
So
That's what I say.
as Chav firmly places his foot on the tile, you all watch as the pendulums
Place it.
firmly place it. You bastard. The pendulums begin to slow their rhythm, making it much easier for the rest of the crew to be able to traverse safely and possibly recover that E11 should they desire, without threat of being injured by the blades, unless you're moving carelessly. So, with that being said, would the rest of the team make an average coordination check as you navigate the pit?
If anybody is still worried going up against an easy difficulty, I vote you can use some force tokens.
Oh, was it easy or average? Easy?
Average.
Average, yeah. They still are a bit of a threat, but you do have a triumph in your pocket.
We do.
We do.
We say, watching as Ego Gods.
No successes.
Yeah, take that triumph away from me. Because I sure as hell I'm not going to need it.
Sure, I'll take the triumph.
Coordination, where are you? There you are.
No.
Do you need it? You might need it more than I do.
Where's Anne?
Oh, we're fine. It's fine.
Well,
It's fine.
we are fine. Hey,
Uh,
they don't have any sort of like, like.
Oh, you know what?
Bonus
You know
or
what?
anything?
That's right. Yes, that's right. I should have given you fucking boost die. Granted, I don't know if it's going to help these guys out at all, but we'll see.
Wait, I did it wrong. Hang on.
Everybody should have 4 boost die with the pendulum slowed down, along with the coordination.
Oh,
Holy shit.
very well.
4 boost.
Well, that reduced it down from 3 failures to 2 failures. That's great. That's great.
There we go. Okay.
You need another difficulty die in there. It's an average check.
Oh, it's an average? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Boop. Oh, it's thinking. Hey, nice.
All right, everybody else did good. However, the
Can we
Crypt
give,
Chasers.
can we give since Ego doesn't need the triumph anymore? Could we give it to the Crypt Chasers to at least save some of them?
And then
Good
give all of our advantages
Lord.
to them.
They have plenty of advantages. So if you give it to them, then they'll have 1 failure on them, which will probably be more ideal than 2.
Sure. We don't want them dying on us.
I'm gonna say. You know what?
Oh no! Does
So
one of them
you
die?
rolled for the group, yes?
Yeah, I rolled for the group.
And how many of them are there?
7.
One of them's gonna die.
That sounds like one of them is dead. Roll a d8.
Oh no! Just as long as it's not someone important, please.
Roll a d8 and then walk it down the list.
And you get 8. Roll.
Did you give them the boost die?
I gave them 4. Yeah,
Fucking no.
they didn't
What?
roll enough.
There was 2. No. No, please. I don't like that face. No.
That's gonna be the dude carrying this fucking Sith, like, crazy fuck off longsword or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, it's Gil Bakar, the archaeologist. Yeah, he's carrying the fucking the Sith Warblade.
So, like, is he in half or is he lost to the abyss?
Let's see. I gotta look at the damage output for this thing.
Also, the
Oh,
abyss.
no.
And he dropped the Warblade before he went to the abyss.
In his death throes, can he just lob this thing at somebody who's going to catch it?
No, he's definitely dead.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys watch as as the Crypt Chasers make their way across. Yul Bakar, this older Chagrian individual. He's a little lanky in build, but and very uncoordinated. You get a sense of maybe it's his head trestles or horns make him a little unbalanced, or and he's just not used to it, or something. But this guy is a very uncoordinated individual.
Like dabbing his forehead with like a handkerchief or something. Like,
Yes.
So out of shape. Yes.
He's carrying the Sith Warblade in the crate across his chest, and he stumbles, drops it on the ground, not realizing he's in a pathway of a pendulum. Leans over to go pick it back up. Oh my god, this poor fucking fucker.
He's about to be minced.
And he just
Final Destination style.
the blade, the pendulum catches him at the neck, leaving his head clean off, and his body falls to the ground, separated from his head. The blade still, the crate still on the ground. His head lands perfectly on top of it. Eyes kind of starts rolling back. That's life as life begins to drain away from it.
I would think as soon as Raw heard the wet snick of a blade through flesh, his hand instantly he's gonna try to summon, because he's still not sure actually, but he's gonna on instinct he's gonna try to summon the vibro axe to his hand, and spin in place towards the sound.
And the blade coalesces into your grasp, and you see at the midsection of the chamber, as his body slumps to the ground, another pendulum comes swinging through, dicing his body further into quarters. And the pendulum catches the corner of the case and knocks it in your guys' direction, but in the path of another pendulum. Yeah.
How heavy do these pendulums look?
Pretty heavy. I mean, they gotta have some weight to them in order to effortlessly cleave body
Yeah.
parts off.
But I have a lot of brawn. Do you think would it be a feasible idea if I just went up to one and deflected it with my vibro axe?
There's no deviation to their their route. So I mean, you could try.
Oh, these aren't like okay. These aren't
These follow guide
blades
rails.
on a chain. These are like actual like.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
they're in slots. They follow these guide rails throughout the chamber, and they swing back and forth through those guide rails.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. They're on a conveyor belt. Awesome. That does not help at all. Okay.
For context, this is what the chamber looks like.
Dope. Hate that for us, but dope.
Shout out to the Game Master's books of Traps, Puzzles, and Dungeons.
I love that book. I'm gonna start have to get loving it because we're gonna go through it.
Yeah, you are.
Every single delicious puzzle. Is it close enough? Can I snag on something of the crate to grab it with my vibro axe? Like if I got real low to the ground and try to snag it, could I do that?
These blades travel across the ground too, so
Oh,
the guide rails, those lines that you're seeing on the ground in the map, those are the guide rails that cross through the ground.
okay.
So there's no real hiding from them. There's just timing them.
Great. Lose a limb, ride a cowboy.
Well, you still have the slowed the pendulums are slowed down because of Chav's assistance. So you could still run out and grab it real quick with an average difficulty and grab the crate.
An average difficulty of losing a limb.
With 4 boost die with Chav standing on the thing. I mean,
All right. What happened? Was he also carrying the warblade as well, or was it just that crate?
The crate had the warblade in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it has a. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's the oblong crate. So it's an oblong crate. Crap. So yeah, he's gonna disapparate his vibro axe, and he's gonna try to make himself,
Make yourself skinny.
skinny. Think skinny thoughts, and yeah, he's probably gonna go for it.
All right. Average difficulty 4 boost die.
Average 4. I'm not gonna use a thing this time. Hey, look at that. We did
Look
it.
at that. Good job.
Then die.
Bare minimum.
The bare minimum was achieved.
That was a little close on your end.
Yeah, you think? Yes.
The term close shave comes to mind.
Yeah,
I think the last blade, as he stepped out of the radius, just swiped up and just barely nicked like some leg hair or something off of him.
yeah. You guys,
That means your toes are gone.
Are your legs bare in the dungeon? How does it slice your leg? Are you not wearing long trousers? Explain to me.
We haven't gone over this before.
Rawl doesn't wear pants.
Were you not aware? Hello?
This whole time, Rawl has never once worn a pant, let alone pants.
Pantaloons, maybe.
Oh my.
we just lost another crypt chaser. Oh my, that is wild. Okay, these poor guys. Yeah, the Sindhu kind of she lets out a shriek of grief as she witnesses Yol beheaded. The rest of the crew distraught, and you guys have to keep them from running back out to collect his remains because the threat of losing more to this chamber is too great.
Yeah, no problem. Raw, freshly escaping death with these warblade in hand, drops one end of the crate on the ground, dragging it in the direction as they're stepping forward. And as he's dragging the crate behind him ominously, he's staring them down, and he's just like, right, See that? Let that be a lesson to you that these tombs are dangerous, and none of you stand a chance.
That's messed up, dog.
Stick close.
I
Keep your
think-
head on a swivel.
Ego, would you perhaps have any more encouraging words to say at this time?
No.
Ego's nodding, looks at the crypt chasers. All right. It's gonna be a difficult way ahead. We've already seen what things without form can do. We've seen what things with form can do, and it's important that going ahead, we stick together, we communicate, and we try our best to look out for each other, lest more awful things happen. And hopefully, with that, we'll be able to get the fuck out of here without any more losses.
Sindhu speaks up at this time. We can't just leave Yol behind. We need to collect him. We
Sindhu?
On the most off chance that this could possibly work, could I hook shot his body with my exoglove?
You're gonna lose an exo glove, my friend.
Like,
Would
I don't
Rawl
know-
see? Would
I
Rawl see
don't
that
know
he's
how far away he is. I don't know how many blades I'm maneuvering this shot and this pull through. Like,
That's a good question.
you can tell me no, but this is the only way that Chav is going to. He's not walking back out there and coming back with a corpse over his shoulders. It ain't happening. So if Chav Visto is doing this, he's gonna hook shot this corpse and fucking yank it the fuck back.
before you
see.
make this shot? Does Rawl see Chav?
Right now, it's all in the head.
Okay.
It's him trying to.
Yeah, this is speculation right now. And well,
Can I make a cool check? Yeah, I only got 2 die in there, okay? But I want to try to make a cool check against Chav because I want to see if I can stop him. 'Cause I ain't going after that arm.
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blades in between you and the body.
That's a lot to try to time. How much distance do they have to travel before, like?
They were at the midway point of the chamber before Yol.
So it would technically
Blundered.
be in an engaged range, wouldn't it?
It would still be short range.
Okay.
'Cause engaged
How-
range is 5 feet,
Oh, okay.
How much from where they're embedded?
5 to 10
Is-
feet.
Okay.
What's up?
How much from where they're embedded in the ground or in the ceiling or whatever? Like, how much distance do they travel before they go back?
They don't fully recess into the walls or anything. They still remain halfway out. But they are traveling 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 37 feet distance.
In like
Length.
a round,
Yeah.
like they
Each
go
square.
there and back in one round.
Yes.
Oh man, these things are fucking flying. Yeah. Like,
They gotta
Chav-
be.
Chav looks for like the
But
process.
with you standing on that pendulum slope tile, it does slow it down to make it easier. But yeah, you are dealing with a bunch of fucking blades.
not easy enough. Now for 7 blades
Not 7
times
blades going different. Yeah, no.
because
That's
the math is that this cable has to be extended for that one round enough for that all to fucking go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd rather not lose that a bit. So literally, like, it's It probably lasts in Chav's mind maybe like a second and a half of him like double checking, going, yeah, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, because each square is 5 feet, so yeah, that's at least 30, 40 feet. Each blade is traveling. The blades lengthwise, these ones go. How many feet is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I was off by 10 feet, so 70 feet. Those length blades take cross 70 feet. So those ones probably take 2 rounds to go the full length, but everything else only takes 1 round.
I think Ego is has, as Sindhu is saying, "Oh, we need to go." Kind of Ego has put like a hand on her shoulder, and is looking into her eyes. Sindhu, I understand how you feel about your companion and the companions that you have lost, but as soon as Chav takes his foot off of that tile, there is no going back. Right now, there is no going back, and that even less so. Your friend, unfortunately, has passed, and I am very sorry that it was not in our power to protect him, but we have to move forward.
Give me,
And for the sake of your crew, you need to move forward.
I love this. Give me a leadership check. I'll give you a boost die with that.
Can I give a
Okay.
boost die with my intimidation?
Ah,
That would give a setback. What do you mean?
don't help me.
Why would that make him want to go more? Hang on now.
Tarzan, why did you roll so many failures? Why?
I didn't mean to click that many to begin with. That was my bad. That was an out.
Stop it.
There we go. Jesus. Okay.
Tarzan,
Apparently.
why did you roll so many failures?
Was that necessary?
Interesting.
Leadership is not my strong suit. It's a strong suit, but it's not my strong suit.
Interesting. Sindhu begins to kind of start seeing your way. However, Honduras doesn't even wait for you got to finish your spiel as he goes charging into the chamber and tries to.
Does he go right past me? I'm the last person who would have to pass me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to grab his collar.
All right. Give me a brawl check.
Yeah, I'll give you a brawl check. Hang on.
Come on, man. You can't spell brawl without raw. Let's go.
I'm saying, man. Oh,
Now I don't roll shit.
gotcha.
Hell yeah.
So you watch as Honduras, the Devronian, goes charging up to try and rush past you guys to go grab Yol. Rawl, with your quick reaction, you step in your Thursian background, you're able to pick up on those subtle micro gestures that indicate that somebody trying to read who's going to be the most reactive, and you spot out Honduras just as he lunges forward, and you interpose yourself into the path.
I would say for flavor, he utilizes. I'm sure he is taller than Raw. He utilizes his shorter stature to definitely get in close, fast, and get under his arm and come behind and kick out his heels from the side, so that he basically just his legs come out flying from underneath him, and he lands flat on his back. And in one movement, he comes face to face on his back with Raw, and he's just staring in his eyes. He's just, unless you want to end up like your friend, I recommend not doing that again. unless you have some kind of hyperdrive on his location, there is no way to get him back. Now, not carrying him on your back. And frankly, I think we're done wasting time here. And then he's gonna nod at Chav to take his foot off of the blades, off the plate.
I mean, yeah, at this point, that's kind of like a deterrent of Chav not recommending anybody goes out there, so you would step off.
A solemn energy overtakes the crew of the Crypt Chasers as they all look at one another. Honduras looking up at the rest of his crew as they all finally come to accept their companion's fate.
And he helps, Raw helps Honduras up and kind of holds on to his arm for a little bit longer. If you all stick close, you'll be all right.
Zindu speaks up to the rest of the crew. They're right. We have to keep moving forward. For the time being. Once we get back to the capital, we can send recovery assets out here to recover the remains of Yo. We're not in a position to put ourselves at risk right now.
I think Eagle has like a hand, like still like on her like back shoulder, and it's just like giving it like a good like pat before looking ahead. It's like, oh, fucking hell, there's still more to go.
I'll say in that moment, really quick, like when he hears her say, like, you know, when we get back to the capital, we'll send recovery assets. Chav just kind of looks back to that one blade that has a corpse on it holding an E11, which is standard issue for stormtroopers. Chav doesn't think that the capital's going to send anything to recover nothing here.
Fair.
And that also is a clue that the Emperor's tried this shit already.
Or Atlas, what do we do from this point on?
Keep moving.
Keep moving.
All right.
Keep rolling.
Okay. I got a treat for everybody.
Is it a treat or is it pain?
I have maps for us to work with today. But before we get to that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break, get ourselves resituated while I get the scene set up for the game table. That being said, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We'll see you soon. All right, welcome back, all you wonderful Tubi Dicers. Let's go ahead and get right back at it, shall we? I got a treat for you guys today. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Not cover my beautiful face. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Welcome to a wonderful treat that I have in store for all of you. A table of fun for all to have. Let's go ahead and get at it. So, as you guys progress deeper into the tomb, you find yourselves... Let's go ahead and activate this. Standing at the... in a cavernous opening on the other side of the pit. The crew of Crypt Chasers begin to expand out around you as they take in the various designs, the crumbling ruins of what remains, and the towering archway that stands before you, leading deeper into the temple or the tomb. The ruins themselves, ancient, stonework crumbling in various areas. There seems to be some type of foliage overtaking the stonework here, deep below the surface of the planet. The various torches in this area alight as you enter with a vibrant red flame, and sconces along the pathway also ignite as you approach. As you make your way towards the threshold, the archway, you can hear... Actually, everybody go ahead and give me a perception check, if you will. Oh yeah, let me unpause the game too. There we go.
What difficulty?
Make it a hard difficulty.
Rude.
You can switch. Look at that.
Oh, I needed to... Hang on. Perception. Oh, no. Oh, no.
See shit.
Well...
It was nice knowing all of you.
Been fun.
Everybody failed shit. Okay. Failure. All right, let's see if the what remains of the Crypt Chasers can succeed. Look at that.
I knew we kept them around for a reason.
They're paying us.
I
Goodbye.
knew we kept them around for two reasons.
Oh man. Oh, look at that. I didn't know you guys could see the title of the map.
What? No, we don't see anything. These are
Path to evil, my friend.
these are not.
It was just
twist
it was a rough title. I didn't know exactly what I was going to name it. I didn't think you guys would be able to see it without me revealing it. Oh well,
These
that's
are
not a
not
big
the
deal.
Twitch chats you're looking for.
Is this before or after the fork in the road? Let me just double check real quick.
This is
Uh,
probably in the fork in the road.
No, according to your rough estimate, the path should be coming up. This is just this leads up to it.
Got it. The path
As
of people. Awesome.
as the group makes their way towards the archway, Sindhu, leading the Crypt Chasers, stops in her tracks as her antennae begin to twitch in reaction to stimuli. Do you guys hear groaning, gnashing?
Based off of our rolls, I'm gonna guess the answer is no.
I'm gonna be honest. I hear nothing but the incessant drip, drip, drip of my conscience telling me what the fuck are we doing here.
I think there's something ahead. It sounds like there's a lot of them too.
That
Slowly drawing the holdout blaster.
Honduras and Zeke also charge up their mining drills in response as well. What is your guys' point of order, and what is going to be your marching order?
I want to know, to the person who could hear them,
Sindhu.
does it sound metallic or does it sound animal?
It sounds like bone and it just sounds like grinding bone. I'm not sure.
Type shit. Cool. All right. Raw goes first, I guess.
All right.
He's definitely unslinging the Catorsis shield and
Ortosis shield, gotcha.
yeah, he does. Also the Warblade. Who is holding that?
It's in the case that is now being carried by that was once carried by Yol, is now being carried by Lim, the photographer.
Can Lim manage that? Does Lim look like they're struggling?
He's carrying both his camera equipment and the case. It's a little lumbering, but I mean, he's getting by just fine.
Okay. Like, if his brawn is like really shitty, and
if you're asking if he's able to wield the blade,
no,
none of them are wielding that thing.
No. I'm asking if he's able to hold it, because I imagine it's pretty heavy. Also, like, he's got other stuff, and it's inside an oblong case. So I mean, like, is he struggling?
No, he seems to be managing just fine. He seems. I mean, it's they're archaeologists. They're not exactly athletic, but I mean, they can handle their own from this.
Okay, all right.
I would also make the argument that generally swords don't weigh a lot.
That too. The case that they're carrying it in is probably heavier.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's inside the case is heavy. More than that, it's awkward to carry. So
yeah.
Anyway, besides the point, if he can carry it, then it's fine. And he's gonna.
You're gonna rock the shield. All right.
Yep.
Who's next?
Chad is aiming his holdout blaster, threading the gap between Rawl and whoever is on his left flank.
All right. Chav, for reference, you are the mysterious hooded figure token.
Damn right I am.
Because I don't have any tokens for a Nothwin, unfortunately.
I did send you artwork. If
Yes.
this is something that you can upload art for.
Yes. I need you to send that to me again when you get a chance because I
Actually,
lost it.
In hindsight, no, because we should not use that.
Yeah, so I got to get some new artwork for Chev, but yeah, you're the you're the mystery hooded figure. That being said, you guys should all have access to your tokens except for Chev since he can't access it without breaking his computer. Otherwise, go ahead and orient yourselves as you would for the next scene. All right, Moran's going to be there. Rawl, you're going to take point. Yol and Zeke will take up positions behind you.
Actually, that from what I'm seeing on the map here, the right-hand side, is that like a pillar/cliff that one could get on top of?
Over here?
Yeah.
You could climb up on it, but
Is it stable? Is there enough room to actually maneuver?
I mean, it's got about 15 feet surface area up top.
And it looks stable?
For the most part. I mean, it's stone. It's a toppled stone tower or pillar. So
Does this game have any type of mechanical bonuses for high ground?
I'll give you a boost for high ground, yeah.
Yeah, I'll hookshot my ass up there.
All right. You shot yourself up on top of the pillar. No problem.
It looks exactly like that too. That was awesome. That was amazing. I do that every time.
Do you have a long range blaster?
Short. My long range blaster is in the VCX because it's too heavy for me to carry with my armor.
I have my blaster on me.
I'm literally at my encumbrance right now.
Okay.
With a holdout blaster.
Fuck. All right. Well. All right. Never mind.
We gotta get you some more belts.
I would love to. I need to get paid.
All right. The rest of you following suit with the Crypt Chasers in between. All right. They kind of retreat in on themselves to seek protection from whatever is to come. And then you guys begin to make your way into the interior. However, Chav, you're remaining behind, so I need to put you back there. All right, so let's activate the next scene.
Oh, like if I'm out of the fight.
Well, you should. You still have a line of sight. It's just a limited line of sight.
Like currently, if I was to shoot something that is within engaged range of like Raw and Ego, could I target it with a short range holdout blaster?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, if it's long range, no.
Short.
Oh, because that would be from the pillar to Raw would be short range. So yeah,
Okay.
you as long as they're in engaged range with Raw, you could do it. Okay. As the group passes or approaches the threshold of the next chamber, the horde of gnashing teeth and rotted flesh shambling through the corridors is mixed in with the sound of rock crumbling off in the distance. Rawl, as you peer around the corner, you see boulders tumbling down from we're facing east, southeastern wall. There we go. Cardinal directions. southeastern wall. And as those boulders begin to tumble down, you see spilling out of the wall a hive of chlor slugs pouring out, and the shambling hordes react to this stimuli and begin to shuffle their way towards these insectoids. Go ahead and everybody make a stealth check for me.
Do I have any kind of bonuses for being far away?
Yeah, you can have a boost die with yours.
Yeah.
Not like you fucking need it. You stealthy bitch.
Oh, what difficulty was it?
This is against their perceptions.
I'll roll it
That's
again.
a 2 and a... So a hard difficulty.
I'll roll the whole thing again. Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Did it not?
Hell yeah.
Okay. The crew manages to remain quiet as the fighting begins to spill out into the chamber. The hordes of undead slothing their way towards the hive of chlor slugs just spilling out into the chamber. The sound of gnashing teeth. For those of you, this is your first time seeing the chlor slugs. These are long, worm-like creatures with spindly, bone-like protrusions for limbs. A massive maw lined with rows of teeth. Imagine what would be the most akin to this. What was that movie where the worm just kind of, I can't, but never mind.
Tremors?
It's just, was it?
Tremors?
Tremors, kind of, sort of, not really. I'm thinking of like a worm-like creature instead of that. It's like a sci-fi film where the guy ends up getting eaten from the ground up. But
Like evolution.
Tremors.
yeah, kind of like, yeah. No, I'm sure it'll come to
Yeah?
me later on. Yeah, no, yeah, and no. But
Was
yeah,
it the cave?
it's let's not dwell on it.
Okay.
Needlessly, these are worm-like creatures that stand about 7 feet tall. They're large, fleshy creatures with a lot of rows of teeth and spindly limbs, like bone-like limbs that jut out from their bodies or extremities. And the hordes of undead begin to clash into the hive, and they begin to claw at each other. Let's go ahead and roll initiative for everybody as we try to navigate through this. Mind you, every round, because as you're looking at them right now, there's about 10? About 10? 5. There's 9. It looks like they're still pouring in, so we're looking at like 9 creatures per round that enter the chamber.
Vigilance acceptable for initiative here?
Yep, vigilance or cool, your choice. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that initiative rolled out. And then I need to change the mood.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Blessings.
Blessings of the Harbinger.
Oh, guys, literally, this is so easy. We just have to go west off of the map here. I see daylight. There it is. It's right there.
Show
It's the
more
surface.
cameras.
Yeah, I should reveal them, shouldn't I? Here we go. And then the undead. need to be revealed too. There we go. Add to initiative. Damn, their initiatives. Well, I didn't update their minion count. That's why.
Minion.
There we go. Oh, their vigilance still sucks ass. Not a surprise because they are undead. They are not very vigilant, are they?
They have literally one job.
All right. Here we go. Just missing a couple more players. Let's see. PC slot is 4 and 1. That's Rawl. We need to add Ego. There we go. And then Shav, where you at?
I'm in.
2. No. Okay. Cool. There we go. All right. We got everybody. All right. Oh, wait. No. We forgot the miners. They can use cool or vigilance. Either one sucks just as much ass as the other. There we go. 1 and 3. Where is that at? There you are. We're going to switch that to a PC slot so we don't lose the the Crypt Chasers. Okay. That being said, we will start the initiative with 2-player slots. Let's go ahead and who would like to go first, and how are you going to navigate this while maintaining your element of surprise? Let's go ahead and move everybody back a little bit so we can...
Chev is the most hidden, so like I volunteer to go last or second to last, depending on what we want the Crypt Chasers to do. You guys are in more immediate danger. You guys need to maneuver.
Honestly, Rawl's just a shield right now.
Bitchin'. All right. So who's going?
Okay, so like, what's our play? Are we trying to see if the undead and these worms kill each other, and then we essentially third party them?
I mean, either way
Or-
we slice it, it's probably going to be at least half the undead that we're going to be facing.
Or are we trying to stealth our way through this and just avoid the fight entirely if we can?
I guess we take a page out of my brother's book.
So what we doing?
Because we're hidden, should we just hold position and see if a line... Where is our destination on this map?
Well, Rawl would know.
Yeah, to cross the way? Question?
Ketvar said the way out is to the north. You're currently facing east.
Okay.
Oh, so like, if we're facing east. Oh shit, we would have to go left from our current position. No, I don't want to do that.
And Ketvar said, if you want what he has to offer, keep going east.
So north is...
North is on the left side of the map. Sorry, I need to work on making
No.
compass.
No, it's so fine. I was just... There are 2 options that I can see for north? Or is that a window?
From this distance, you're not quite sure, as Matt Mercer would like to say.
Thanks, Tarzan.
You do see light coming from it, but the nature of it doesn't eludes you.
Okay. Well, we are stealth.
Raw's gonna turn to Ego, and he's going to point out the avenue that he believes that leads to the surface.
Mhm.
We have two
Okay.
options before us. Option 1. You take that path there, you and Chav and the others. We find a way to become linked in the Force, stay linked, so you can keep track of me, and I go further down this way. Or we all go together to find what we need to find.
Why would we split from you if one is the way out?
Well, you saw how easy the other Crypt Chasers died.
Can we not take a moment together outside, if that is what you're saying, and then think about this and come up with a strategy? There's a bunch of undead here right now. I don't know if splitting up is the best option.
The way that this was presented to me made it seem like there was a window of opportunity.
Son of a I don't know what's going through your head, but I think I have an idea of what's going through Chav's head.
Chav is way back behind you, sitting there with a Hola Blaster, waiting for something to try all you fuckers.
We have short range communication because I know the long range communication doesn't work.
Yes.
But can we talk back to Chav?
Yeah, I have a comm link.
Okay. Chavisto.
Hey, yo.
We got options for outside.
Okay.
However, Raul has another option.
That's one way to put it.
You can feel the face Chav makes through the comm link.
That's one way to pull it. Jesus.
You can't elaborate on that?
Oh, it's long. But
Oh no! No! There we go. Sorry.
the short version is there's something deeper here that Raul might be interested in finding. And I'm sure you can tell from my tone how I feel about this, but I don't want us to split off, and he seems determined.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Can you can you put Raw on the comms for me just for a moment?
Oh, sure, Raw, you have a call from Chavisto.
Flicks it on. Go for roll.
You stupid motherfucker. What happened the last time when we were on some fucking rock trying to go and get some credits from some fucking droids? You went off on your own, and what happened? You almost got fucking leveled, and we had to come down and fucking get your ass, and I had to blow up an entire fucking landing platform just to fucking make sure that we get out of there. What the fuck do you think you're gonna do? Go and you know what? I can't come fly your ass out from fucking safety if you go deeper into the core of fucking Korriban. I'm just saying. You know, what the fuck do you think you're going to do down there? What's going to be the thing that, why is this so fucking important? Over.
Yes. The correct punctuation to that statement. Jesus. You make a very great point, Mr. Visto. However, there's something about this place that will draw anyone in, and I can't help but feel whatever it is down here, it could crush a weaker man.
Yeah, it did crush a weaker man. We watched that. Remember? He turned into fucking pudding.
Not that. That was just a holocron. There's something else here.
Yeah, am I not right that that's the thing that we don't want to wake up?
No, I don't think so. It's something else. I'm not entirely sure. It said his name was... What was his name again?
Ketvar Blood.
Yeah. This raw blood. And... that's... Did he seem the same from the vision? Question mark. That Darth Bane had given us all? Or given me, because I don't think anyone else has seen it.
Everybody that was in the Sith Holocron was able to see a vision, a silhouette of this entity. He was not able to give you a full depiction of this person, as he doesn't know the true identity of this person. He just knows the dangers of the should this person get out. So he only has a fragment of the information on this guy. So he only gave you. You all were able to see his backside, essentially.
Who's that Pokemon?
Basically, as this conversation's going on, the horde has been migrating towards the hive, intruding into the tomb. More and more keeps pouring in through of these chlor slugs keep pouring in through that breach in the wall.
Oh, didn't think of that. Okay. In the vision, it showed the devastation this guy created. Did he do it with his blades? And if so, were they the blades that were offered to me just now?
The vision that was shown to you, he just used his abilities with the Force. They didn't show him using his weapons at all.
It didn't have like his blades at his side or anything like that.
You were able to spot in the vision his hilts holstered at his sides.
And did they look like what was offered to me?
Probably. I don't think you didn't necessarily do like a perception check to get a full detail of what he was carrying on him at the time.
Yeah,
So I can't give you like a full blown answer on that or not.
That's fair. Rawl takes a moment. Was explaining this to Chav. The Emperor, as I told Ego here, is looking for something buried in this tube. If we leave here now and not even try to determine if this is unfounded or not, they're going to come back with more and tear this place apart until they find it. And right now we have a choice to make. While these undead are being whittled down, we have to move.
Rob, buddy, old pal. Against every fiber of my being, against every single moment that we've had since you joined up with Core Atlas, against every single memory, I am trusting you here. But you go, we go. It may be ego as well, but you go, we go.
Ego, do you wish to join us? If not, I can try to draw you a rough map out of here. And you can lead the other crypt chasers to the surface.
Let me try to get the crypt chasers out. Let me see if I can reach Dove and let her know where we are. And then if you're not too far, I'll try to bring us after you.
Raw, working on his wrist-mounted data pad, tries to draw up a quick map that he can flick over to Ego. And he will... Are you good with long-range weaponry?
I don't know. It's not something that he normally carries. I only got a Brana 2.
I'm gonna point out to you guys that this room is filling up pretty quick with chlor slugs.
Yeah, okay. I will give my one of my slug thrower pistols as well, so you can have two of them, so you can dual wield. Yeah, and then I will give you the map, and he's gonna pull you in with a forearm handshake. Don't die. Keep your head on a swivel.
Is there a way to establish a link with Rawl through the Force?
So
Above table.
the way I
Want
was,
to force anything right now.
I mean, the way I was thinking it, okay, because Raw has a sensibility, and he has that up to, he can pump that up to an additional range.
Yeah.
I think planet wide. So yes,
Okay.
at least Ra would be able to sense you, but maybe
Mhm.
if we forge something together utilizing our force ability, we would be able to do it that way. Maybe, Sir DM?
I don't see any reason why not.
Okay.
These guys are fucking shit up.
We gotta go.
we're just letting the fight happen, Tarzan. It's
Yes,
fine.
exactly. We don't
One
need
of
to fight
them will be victorious, and then we fight whoever won. That's all.
I mean, we're gonna
You-
third party this shit like it's fucking Fortnite.
You sure you want to take on this hive? 'Cause
No,
they're fucking shit up.
we're gonna run.
The Horde's doing all right. They're doing some damage, but they ain't out competing this fucking hive apparently. Holy fuck.
But it's cleared enough space right now on
Yes,
this side. So I
If-
think
5 more damage on the core slugs. Yeah, they're barely putting out damage. Holy shit. Yeah, these undead are fucking screwed.
I think with them occupied, Eagle is going to try and lead the crypt chasers left to outside. Please, God, outside.
Say hello to the sun for us.
You just killed 4 in one fucking move. That's crazy. All right, cool. We have our plan. So I need to kill 4 undead off. There we go. 1 floor slug,
Hey.
Nice.
and then more comes pouring in.
Okay. That's cool.
Go ahead and reveal those as well. There we go.
Yeah, definitely need Dove and Very Big Gun.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
these are hungry little bastards. Okay, so I'm going to stop the combat with them at this point. We're now going to start initiative with you guys. I would say probably at this point, Chav, you would have been able to collapse down from the pillar and reunited with the group to plan this
It
out.
sounds like that because I honestly I don't think we're gonna try to initiate any of these fuckers. We just got to get out of here.
Correct.
before either one takes over.
Yeah, so like above table, I'm recommending Rawl and Chav book it for the door, but don't go through yet, and make sure that Ego and the Crypt Chasers actually get out away from this, and
Yep.
then we can try to get the fuck out.
I am down for this.
All right.
So
Okay.
first 2 up. Rawl, you wanna move first as tanky boy?
Sure. I can do that. Where? There we go. I believe I can get that far. That is as far as I can go for range, maybe? Question mark? Or can I go farther?
What's my ruler at? From here. There we go. You could get about here.
Oh, nice. Is that the direction I need to go
Yeah.
further in? Okay. Oh, that's too far.
And if you hit spacebar, the token will move for you. There you go. All right.
And are
That's
we-
first slot.
And Chav's just gonna move in step with that, staying behind Rawl.
Okay. I got you.
Oh, I can't move him. Okay.
I got him. No worries.
Nice.
Thank you.
No problem.
And legitimately, like, I don't even think we gotta shoot these zombies. Like, just let them attack the slugs.
Okay. You guys haven't made any attempt to draw attention from them. You are moving at a fast pace, but they are currently engaged in combat. So I'll make them do a hard perception check, which is not their strong suit. Yeah, they're too fucking busy. However, the Kohler slugs definitely fucking know something's going on, but they are being offset by a horde of undead. So, that being
Plan is
said,
working perfectly.
let's go ahead and move the horde accordingly, as they do not take notice to you.
The barbarian horde.
They all shamble up to the Chlor slugs, creating a barricade of bodies as they go clamoring towards them.
Perfect.
There we go.
I love it when a plan comes together.
And there we go. I'm so happy to have fucking battle maps to work with now. Makes things so much easier.
For certain things, it does make them a lot easier.
Especially when you're dealing with a fuck ton of minions. All right, cool. The pathway is cleared for you guys. They continue to lay down. They continue to lash at them with their grasping claws. Damn, they really suck at damage output. These guys don't stand a chance against these Chlor slugs.
They don't need to. They just need to make it so that we don't die.
All right. That's another successful hit on the Chlor slugs, doing a total of 6 damage. I'll give them a boost die on their next attack or ability attack or ability check with those additional advantages. Next check. Any allied characters next check. So yeah, I'll give themselves a boost die. How delightful. That's wonderful. Good job there, undead. 6 points on them. One Chlor slug goes down.
Nice.
They've been averaging 2 to 3 undead per attack, and these guys are doing only averaging 1 Chlor slug per attack.
Nice.
It's a matter of time for these guys. All right, that ends the undead's turn. Next player character in the initiative, please.
It's Ego and the Crypt Chaser.
Crypt Chasers. Yep.
So, I'm trying to lead them out of here.
Okay. Go ahead and take your path. They will follow behind you with the beam drill, the excavators using the beam drills as a defensive barrier behind the rest of them.
When I get to here, is this a window or a door?
Up here?
Yeah,
Or this? Oh, that one. That one's a door.
that's a door.
Yeah.
All right, this way then.
All right. You can move 65 feet and around. So feel free to make your way there, because I'm pretty sure that's 65 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Perf.
And yeah, 65 feet up at the door. Let me out.
All right. You guys make your way to the door. And so does the Crypt Chasers. All right. There we go. Let's rearrange them accordingly. These two would be up there with Sindhu. Honora and Zeke will remain behind to protect the back of the group. And not great for Khaleesi. There we go. Khaleesi up in the middle. All right, cool. That'll end the two's initiative there and move us along to the Chlor slugs. The Chlor slugs still being harried by the undead. They are going to make a perception check as you guys make your way through. They do not detect you as of yet. Luckily, you. Too busy getting their mouths full of undead flesh. That being said, They're going to take a bite attack on these undead.
Guys, later.
All right, you
I
go.
love you. We'll try not to die.
They succeed. As a successful attack with a bite attack for 5 damage. They have 4 advantages, so they crit. It's another crit on the undead. 5. There we go. Another crit, so add a +10. Oh, no. Because these are minions, so they don't stack crits. Off balance, setback to their next skill check. So 1 boost, 1 setback to their next skill check. Alright, cool. Or I can just cancel out the boost with that setback. That makes sense. Alright, that ends that player's, or the Chlor Slug's turn. It is now top of the initiative, Rawl and Chav Visto.
I mean, we're gonna keep booking it
Alright.
essentially. So,
You guys turn back to see Ego leading the Crypt Chasers down the pathway that you are assumed to be the exit way. Following the instructions given to you by Ketvar, you take the eastern path deeper into the tomb.
If I'm assuming correctly, like Ego and the Crypt Chasers, which sounds like a wonderful band name, they're
Sure
going to
does.
be unimpeded getting out of here, right?
As far as it looks, yeah, they seem to be in the clear at this point.
So honestly, because they still have a decent amount of undead left to go through, I say, like, so long as everybody's putting as much space between this room and themselves, I think we should be good.
I think so.
I
too.
just like there's no way to mechanically tell if when the undead's gone, if these slugs are going to try to follow us, follow the Crypt Chasers, or do something else.
I will say, as you're looking down where the Chlor Slugs are pouring out, you'll see that they have come to a stop as they've reached a point of overcrowding that they can't further proceed. But you can tell that there's a lot more coming in through that hole.
Okay. They will move from here because does it look like they're eating the undead?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
these creatures eat anything they can get their massive maws over.
Ayo.
Ew.
Yeah.
Is it
They're gonna move from here, so we can't stay here for sure.
the only other thing that pops up in my head as a possibility for us to do is the raw special. Plug that hole with a fucking grenade and maybe collapse it so that if anybody comes after us, it's potentially, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 14, 17 slugs rather than a horde.
Well,
So if you can lob it over our undead buddies, okay, a little more than 14. But either way, if you can lob it over our undead buddies and potentially collapse the tunnel they're coming in from,
So
then
thing with that is, I have been utilizing for the past 5 sessions the utility build feature. So I would have to beg Sir DM to
To let
the dice
you
be nice
do it
and-
again.
Yeah.
so fuck.
Mhm. Yeah. Ego might, But he's gone.
Yeah, I'm so mad that my encumbrance has been full because quite literally I had to leave my frag grenade behind because it wasn't as important as other things.
Um,
Are you not wearing a backpack?
I didn't get a chance to buy a backpack. I was able to buy a utility belt.
Oh shit! You gotta get you a backpack.
I have it on the list.
didn't you have an agent duffel bag or something?
There was that, but like that would be that doesn't. That is like for storing his armor and his
Okay,
his E11.
gotcha. Okay, Never mind.
So
as you were.
would not be on his person. I don't have the ability to carry it.
That's
Okay. We gotta get you a sling and a backpack. All right. So what's the plan, guys? If you're gonna try and pull out another grenade out of your ass and plug the hole, you're gonna have to close the distance with them because you're at 90 feet.
Okay,
Well,
you can maybe-
if that's the case, then we just fucking. If you have to get closer to lob the grenade over them, we should just fucking run.
well, you want me to even roll to get a grenade in?
No, because like even if you get a grenade, you're gonna have to put yourself more in danger to throw it, and that
And
is space that
You're
we
gonna
can
be
use
putting
to get
yourself in
further
line
away.
of sight of the undead that's shambling up the stairwell
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, we don't. We like if you had like I thought maybe if from here you could lob it, cool. That's like bonus prize of us getting away. But no,
Listen.
if you got to actually run into this fight to
I
do
can-
that, I say we go.
I can take a horde of or I mean a handful of zombies at this point. A horde of insects though? I don't know about that.
Yeah, so let's just
Yeah.
put as much distance between us and that horde of insects.
Okay,
Let's beat feet.
fuck it.
They look hungry. They look hungry.
Oh, let's beat feet. Hey, worst case scenario, if they follow us, they're bottlenecked.
Then we can blow them up. All
That's
right.
fair. That's fair.
So yeah, I literally say let's just beat feet, get the fuck as far away from the shit as we can,
All right.
and
Let's do it.
live to fight another day.
We
Okay.
moose the fuck out of here.
Vamonos.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie smoky. All right. No, we can go ahead and end initiative here as you guys circumvent the encounter effectively, leaving the undead to deal with the chlor slugs that are pouring into this chamber.
Tarzan, where on your list of possibilities was us not fighting?
I mean, I was kind of thinking that would be the ideal move
Okay.
because
These are
the longer you spend in the chamber, the more chlor slugs that will come in here. So it was like a 0% chance that you'd actually survive a horde in here.
fucking horse slugs, bro.
Yeah, they are vicious. They are fucking vicious.
I'm good.
They were putting out a fuck ton of damage on just undead. I don't even want to imagine what they would have done to you guys.
I'm so good.
This is my once a session reminder that your boy has 7 wound threshold.
Yeah. And they were fucking doing 15 damage with their lashing limbs. Lashing appendages, I mean.
Could I have done Last Man Standing? Yes, I could have. However, do I know what's coming next? No, I do not.
You probably would have gotten rid of everybody. You would have gotten rid of everybody in this chamber, but then you'd have to deal with everything that's coming out of that fucking hole.
So unless I had a plan to plug that hole, fuck that.
Let's beat feet.
All right.
Let's see about working something else out.
Yeah, buddy. Let me fix this real quick. All right. Turn that off. Thank you. Okay. Let's turn our attention to the lovely page or lovely map of the group.
No, guys, why are you here? We told you to run. Why did you come here?
What are you doing?
Turn into
As-
fucking Aaron Eckhart from The Dark Knight.
No,
Why are you coming for me?
As Ego and the Crypt Chasers make their way down the stairwell leading them out of the chamber. They cross over into what appears to be a safe zone for the time being.
We're gonna start up next session, and Ren's gonna be playing a new character because they all fucking died.
What is going on? What is going on? What
they
is
all
going on?
died off screen.
Oh man.
However,
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
as the crew of the Crypt Chasers, led by Ego, make their way to what is perceived as salvation, Rawl and Chav make their way further into.
I don't like how you keep saying that. What they perceive as salvation. What do you mean?
What I can only describe as the threshold of evil.
I was about to say the path of evil, the crossroads of evil, and now the threshold of evil. Shit, I didn't see what the name of the last map was. Damn it!
Oh, out of the frying pan, the way out.
Ah, that makes sense. That tracks.
As you guys make your way further into this chamber, you can hear the clamoring of bone and sloughing of flesh as the worm-like creatures slither their way in deeper into the chamber and overtake the undead.
Are there any doors?
Yes, I would say from this point, you guys would have seen a gated door that you could use to barricade the way in for the time being.
Yeah, and any door we pass along this route, I'm closing it. Because
Multiple.
if it buys us around, I'm thankful.
Yeah. And you do. You pass through what appears to be 3 iron gates leading up to this threshold, and you seal each gate behind you as best as you can, and here you stand at the precipice of the chamber. A large glowing urn at the center of the chamber sits before you, the same familiar red glowing flame. Let's go ahead and change the music here. Let's get a little serious. Let's get serious.
Okay. Oh, buddy. Okay. All right.
Close this
Gonna die.
book.
To quote the old lady from Atlantis, we're all gonna die.
No, just us two. Because I'm the idiot who followed you down here.
Well,
As you reach this chamber, you're able to breathe another moment of sigh of relief. With the gates barred between you and the chamber behind, you can hear the chlor slugs overtaking the chamber and clamoring up against the gates as they explore to try and find another source of food. At first it seems like dozens, 10s, 20, 30, 40. The number keeps growing. And you can only find yourself thankful that you're not in that chamber. As you draw close to the urn at the center of this corridor, the heat you would think would be intense at this proximity. But you only feel a faint warmth radiating from this flame. The door at the end of the corridor stands about 20 feet tall in height, 10 feet wide in length. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying double explaining height and length here. But the archway with the same ominous runes that you can only assume are put there as a deterrent, a last-ditch effort to prevent you from entering, to scare you away. What do you do?
Chav is following Raw's lead, buddy.
Are there any anything that seems like a guidepost of any kind? Any kind of indications like, okay, this abandon hope, all ye who enter here, or some kind of writing anywhere at all?
There are runes inscribed in the archway above the threshold of the door. You would get a familiar sense, as Sindhu would, or not Sindhu, Camden would have explained to you back before he died, that they are similar that they are runes of warning to scare off those that are superstitious or inclined to believe in the supernatural.
Warning. Okay. Do they look Dathomirian in nature? Like
No.
the same kind that similar to the kind that I use when I'm meditating?
No. They are the same glyphs used in the Sith language.
Which Chav can read. No, we can.
Which can Raw pick out any of these things? Maybe a hint?
Give me. Let's see. What are we working with here? Give me an education check. I'm gonna call this a hard difficulty.
Okay. Education.
One failure, one threat.
I'm going to snag another token.
Take it. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Hell yes.
I need to hang on. I need to reload because it didn't show me. Nice.
You, despite your not being inclined to pay attention during calligraphy lessons with the Night Sisters when it comes to inscribing runes or runic lessons. I don't think it's the same as calligraphy. Runes and calligraphy are different. You do recall a time when the mother of your coven covers over the similarities between languages and between the language of the Sith and the Dathomirian runes. That they pull, albeit different, have some similarities indicate, which helps allow for you to translate a rough guess of what the meaning is supposed to hold. And as you recall this information, you start picking up on the small subtleties of these runes. Here lies the void.
I'm sorry, what?
Here lies the void.
So it's a tomb. So the entity that I am not. He's actually actively thinking this aloud, next to Chav. It's a tomb. What I've been feeling is not. It's not a live entity per se. It's definitely a will, if you will.
No, I won't. I mean, if that's an option, I won't. But yeah, but the kind of all tombs, Ace. And honestly, if you're saying that it's not a will, it's a will kind of deal. Yeah, that kind of tracks kind of tomb-ish in my book. You know, some persevering past the veil, as it were.
I'm not entirely sure what this will entail for us. I don't know what this will happen. What will happen here? And he's going to check his comms to see if he can hail Ego out there.
By this point, as you reach out, the comms do start getting spotty, but you can hear Ego on the other end.
He's going to kind of tighten his grip in the force on their connection. I think we found the door. Things might get a little bumpy from here on out. Just don't let go.
I hope you're making the right decision.
I hope so too. And he's going to step up to the archway. He's going to examine every inch of it to make sure there's not like any raised contraptions, any kind of force magic roots inscribed anywhere. Everywhere he steps, he's going to look it all over first.
Chav will help where applicable.
All right, give me a skullduggery check as you check the door for traps.
Check the door for traps.
Do I have skullduggery?
Trap that door.
Skulls duggered.
Duggery of skulls.
I have one proficiency die and one ability die. I don't know where you stand.
I have one. The same.
All right, then I will help you.
Very well. 2 flares, 2 2 failures, 3 threats. Oh, I can't speak to. I'm so nervous.
Take the token. We don't get them back
Oh,
Well, you do get them back.
next session.
Oh,
when
yeah.
he uses them. All right.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Nice. You find some rudimentary traps, last-minute efforts to try and maim or incapacitate somebody to prevent them from entering. A spike trap that expels up from the ground, triggered by a tile, a loose floor, stone tile. and then a poison dart trap head level. Identifying those two, you manage to disarm them safely without worry. The door is now open to you.
Is there a handle or anything, or is it an archway?
There's no handle. As you come into close proximity with the door, there's a heavy stone door. In it bears clear. What's it called? The facades of tormented souls. Faces contorted and twisted with pain or anguish. At the top of the 20-foot stone door stands the 4 Dark Lords of the Sith. As they look like as if they're trying to contain this pain and anguish. Pressing it down.
You know, maybe I don't need to go into this place. Is the entity's name written anywhere in those runes?
You don't see a name, but you do see at the center of these two of the facade a silhouetted figure, 2 blades in hand, pressed up against the metaphorical barrier that's pushing him down from the 4 Sith Lords above, containing him with the pain and anguish.
Tarzan, what are you doing to me, man?
Nothing.
Tarzan, what is Oz doing to him, man?
Making character choices.
Yeah, I can't listen. It's Rawl. It's not me, I swear. I don't want to be here. Do I get the impression I'm gonna have to open this with the Force?
It looks like a heavy stone door, so I mean, you could probably bare muscle it if you want, but the Force would probably be your ally in this instance.
I'm gonna try to bare muscle it first.
Okay. This is going to be a daunting athletics check.
Daunting. Oh,
Damn.
now you roll good.
Damn.
Now, oh, brother.
Damn. My brother in Christ, you better roll good. I mean, you have a couple of triumphs in your pocket at least. That's good.
I do. Do I want to take this last one or do I want to save it, Chav? We all know what's on the other side of that door.
Yeah, Jeff, how do you feel about this depiction?
Yeah, that's true.
How does Matt feel, or how does Chav feel?
Both. I'm curious, actually.
Chav, like he said, against his better judgment, he's just trusting Rawl through this whole thing. And, like, if Rawl decides, hey man, it's time to turn around, hey,
that's fine, cool. We'll figure out the slug thing, I guess. But like, whatever it is, he's trusting Raul to make the right decision. Above table, Matt is incredibly excited to figure out how we're going to introduce XU next week.
All right.
All right.
What'd you roll?
We're about to find out.
Can I give him a boost die for helping? Because it's athletics. I can help him lift a thing.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, you see Raul struggling with the door, so yeah, you go ahead and assert yourself into the roll. Go ahead and add a boost die to that check.
Could I shenanigan my way into 2 boost die as an Exoglove's regular primary function is to help lift things?
I can see that. Go ahead and roll one more.
Well, I mean, I did score a 0 on the last one.
Oh my
Scored a 0 again. Even with the triumphs, I would not make it. So there's no point using those.
So
Yeah,
we
the
cannot lift this door.
door
At least nothing
does
bad
not.
happens.
Oh,
The door does not budge, unfortunately.
all right. Well, we came, we saw, we can't move it. Well, there's nothing we can do.
I mean,
Chav, like, when we back away, kind of like that whole grunting sort of moment. Like, just kind of back up. All right, big guy. What's the plan now?
Every single time that I've used the Force here has been shit.
Uh-huh.
Every single time. It's going to take them a while to get down here with heavy machinery. But they will come down here. Maybe if we make it hard enough for them to get to it, will hope against hope be enough that we can overthrow the Emperor, and this will never even be on anyone's radar.
As much as I do not want to be in any type of room with him ever again, any chance that maybe you want to consult your little buddy in the triangle?
Oh, inside the holocron?
Correct.
ooh.
Because you
Ooh.
still have that.
After he just told me to get the fuck out? And he just killed somebody over that? I don't think so. I have no jurisdiction.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
I have no jurisdiction.
So above table, what you're saying is that potentially talking to Darth Bane, the Sith Lord of Sith Lords, about what to do in this situation, he would respond verbatim, "What the fuck are you doing there?"
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, essentially that was what was implied by the crushed body of, Camden. So yeah.
As I said, Chav is trusting whatever decision Raul makes.
My brother in Christ.
Don't invoke that name when I've drawn Nordic runes before this session,
Oh no.
which are
literally the reason why I'm saying I am trusting Rawls' decision.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
And why Chav is sticking with him.
Oh, Father Hades, help me. Okay.
Go back to the hive of chlor slugs, or tap in the force and go forward.
Can I get a sense from the holocron? He's gonna pull it out. He's not gonna tap into it, but he's gonna pull it out and look at it. Can I get a sense that I can somehow siphon off the energies from the holocron to embolden myself, maybe?
That would require you to attune to the holocron, which would leave you susceptible to Darth Bane.
Yeah.
And if he awakens to you deeper inside the tomb of he who should not be named,
Going to crush me, yes. Also,
he may have a bit of a sassy moment.
I wish he had just given us some clarification if the tomb was here or not. What a bastard. Why wouldn't he just say where it was?
Darth Bane didn't know the full picture. That's why he's telling you to go find the other holocrons. They'll give you more answers.
That's another thing.
Well, hopefully...
Fun fact, Mark Aragnus' body isn't buried here, so that his holocron's probably not here either.
True. Okay, looking at this door also, does it look like there's keyholes or anything holocron shaped? Do we have to actually obtain these holocrons? Does it look like this is the place where we need to insert keys here to make the Megazord? Like, is that...
Give me a average perception check.
Okay.
Can I help?
Yes.
Okay. That's my job this session.
Help and provide Overwatch.
Awesome. Let's do it. Ready? Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
There are no indentations that would signify a type of key needs to be placed upon to open this door.
Okay.
There is on the right side, however, a circular carving about as wide as a hand. Yeah, about as wide and as tall as a human hand. And do you place your hand on? Do you touch it? How do you respond to that or react?
Not pumping any force into it. He's going to lightly touch it with his vibro axe.
With your vibro-axe?
First, yes. Yeah, so he'll summon the vibro axe and he'll kind of just prod it to make sure that it doesn't blow up immediately.
You touch it with the vibro-axe on this circular carving. Nothing happens.
It's gonna sling the Catorcia shield on his back, put the vibro-axe in his other hand, and take off his glove. Not pumping any force into it. It's going to touch the panel.
As your fingertips touch first, You watch as tendrils of red veins begin to spread out from the circular carving, protruding outward, only a couple of inches. As your hand completely presses against this carving, the tendrils grow further, about 5 or 6 inches from the carving itself. That's as far as it goes. It does seem to react to you.
Can I feel that it's pulling at me, like force-wise?
Without a reasonable case study or field research, you won't be able to tell.
Okay.
That's me hinting at if you have Chav do it and see if it responds. That might give you a better answer.
Yeah. Chav, do you wanna touch the door, buddy?
I said I would trust whatever decision I make down here.
I promise I will pull you away. You can utilize your mechanical arm first.
Oh,
to make
that's
your
more
body
important.
Oh, okay.
Save the mechanical arm.
Then I will make sure that I will pay for your other one, then, buddy.
Have you asked in game? Is this you asking in game?
Essentially, yeah.
Chav will remove the exo glove from his left hand
Okay.
and apprehensively put his. Hang on.
This is literally Chav in the moment, just like hyping himself up.
Chav will place his hand firmly against.
Firmly.
Thank you. Firmly against this panel.
Make a Constitution saving throw. Just kidding.
I don't have my sheet.
As you place your hand against the indent, the carving, starting with the fingertips, nothing happens. You place your palm against it firmly. Firmly. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Chav's just gonna, like, in the moment, think the most evil thought that he can.
You think the most evil thought you can.
Which probably includes what he wants to do to a certain admiral that is orbiting around Northwood.
Still, nothing happens.
Like the second that he's finally like, yeah, nothing's happening, and then he just like quickly pulls his hand away, puts the exo glove back on, takes 3 steps back.
This is the door. If it's not the only one, it's definitely one of them. I think it might be safer if we try to bury this place. I don't know. There's too many questions, too many variables. I have this thing talking to me in my head. I haven't even seen its face yet. I don't like being led around by the nose. I like being able to make my own decisions.
Are you
talking to
Oh.
Chav.
Right. Are you withholding the last encounter with Ketvar, or are you? Because you did see his face.
I did see his face, but I'm
So
not
you're-
withholding the information per se. I'm just not telling him everything.
Okay.
I haven't told because I mean it's not a situation that warrants that you tell him everything.
I was just making sure that you didn't forget it or something like that.
No. Didn't forget. Doesn't seem safe. Doesn't seem right. I don't like being given things with no checks and balances, as it were. Seems too good to be true. And frankly, I think that's exactly what the Emperor is counting on.
I told you before we made a mad dash against some fucking crazy slug shit that I was gonna trust you in this decision. You, Rawl. I didn't say that I was gonna trust some faceless fucking who knows what hitching a ride in the back of your head. So I want you to tell me if we're opening this door or if we're walking our asses out of here.
We've got to figure out how to bury it if we can. Or at least seal this place. Not going to be controlled. Not through the Force. Not like my masters. Not this time.
I don't know about burying this down here, like about the possibility of that. Because honestly, it seems like some people already made it very difficult to get down here, and we succeeded. So, really, what more can we do? I don't know nothing about sealing tombs or any of that force mumbo jumbo that you guys got going on.
Well, luckily, I have the Sapper Tree, which literally tells you how to destroy things and buildings.
But if we blow this shit up, are we going to be opening that door inadvertently?
As I'm looking around the chamber, I'm looking at all of the load supporting beams, if there are any, or is this just an open, vast open thing?
You take a look around. You're deep underground. There's no support beams down here. There's just a cavernous opening. You could probably disrupt some of the rock formation overhead and cause it to come tumbling down, but the rock ceiling itself goes up hundreds of feet. This is a temple or tomb built in a cavern below the surface of Korriban, under the Valley of the Dark Lords. So, doing so, you might open up a quicker path for others to be able to inadvertently get down here easier, to bypass all the traps and puzzles that you guys had to pass through.
taking note of the mental map that I made. Where exactly are we?
You would be only a few hundred feet, about 100 feet away from the northernmost temple, or the northernmost tomb.
Okay. So if we,
You'd be northeastern.
yeah, which was Sadao's temple, I believe.
Yeah.
If we collapsed the roof here and then went outside and collapsed the temple with ship cannon, that should be enough to bury.
I mean, we're talking about hundreds of feet below the surface.
Yeah,
It's a lot of rock to try and bury.
No, so what I mean is, I'm gonna be inside here, collapse the chamber right in front of the door somehow. Probably gonna either end up with a grenade or force power. I don't know, maybe a combination. Collapse the roof right in front of the door to bury the door.
The type of demolition that you're talking about requires a bunch of explosives. A grenade's not going to
like
a grenade's not going to pull it off.
demolition.
Yeah,
That's what I figured. Okay.
you need timed explosives, all that shit that you do not have on hand.
Which we left up Chav's lot. Okay, what about, I have an ion blaster. Is it possible to,
It disrupts energy fields. That doesn't do anything structurally.
yeah, but it has a like a power source. Could I explode it? Would that,
It's like creating an EMP field. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything structurally. It just disrupts energy fields.
very well.
Yeah, you right now you do not have the firepower capable of demolishing something of this magnitude.
What if he last stands all the pillars? No, I'm kidding. Are the pillars minions?
Are you able to jump hundreds of feet into the air?
Right.
What? I don't think that this thing specifies range. No, I'm kidding.
I do have my my partner, so I mean,
That thing only goes up a couple meters. It doesn't go up hundreds of feet.
15 meters, and I can jump the rest of the way.
Got your spot
All
boots on? Your jump boots on?
Alrighty.
right.
Yeah, I got nothing. Okay. Well, if we can't go in, at least we don't want to risk going in. We can't destroy the place. What?
Your only options so far, it seems, is fight your way out through the hive of chlor slugs, or try and get in.
Damn it, Tarzan.
And I think there's about 50 chlor slugs back there. Yep.
Don't put a number on it.
Don't put a number on it.
Don't put a number on it.
Well, now, Jesus.
The second that you quantify it, we start figuring out what we can manage.
Which I don't think we can manage 50, even with Last Man Standing. I mean, with the capabilities that Raw has right now, that's a lot.
And that's just what's able to fit in that room.
God. Okay.
The hive is getting hungry, my dude.
Raw's at Chav. I hope your trust was worth it. And he's going to grip tight to the bond that he has with Ego in one hand, and he's going to place his hand on the plate and try to will it to open. Actually, he's going to command it to open.
You place your palm against the door. And through the force, command it to open before you. The stone ignites with these tendrils of crimson veins that expel from the circle all the way up to the top of the door and down to the bottom. You can hear the grinding of stone as the door opens before you. You find yourself standing.
God fucking damn it.
What? Standing where? Doing what?
God damn it. It's big, it's bad, it's nasty.
There we go. In the final resting place of Ketvar Blood. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, it sounds like you changed the map and I didn't see it. Show me the map.
Oh, shit. Sorry. There we go. Let's let the audience see the final resting place of Ketvar Blood. There we go.
Oh. The door
Yeah.
is bleeding.
The door is bleeding.
Thank you all,
Walter is
you
worried.
wonderful 2B Dicers, for tuning into tonight's episode.
Because I trusted you.
The climax of this arc coming to an end. We'll see you guys next week on 2B Dice Adventures.
More than just
Take care
the
of yourselves.
arc is ending.
More than just the arc is ending.
Have a great rest.